Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
All right, we're back.
Hello.
We're live.
Hey.
And bad news for the people at home. Rupert is back on the ones and twos.
Woo! Sorry for your ears, everybody.
Yeah, so you really fucked us. You porked us right in the ass there, Rupee.
What happened? We went full Stevie Wonder. We had no sound.
We wanted Chuck out. We were ready to fire Chuck. We told
Yeah.
you in confidence that we wanted. Confidence is two different words.
Told you in confidence.
Confidence means don't tell, but also means I'm confident. Is that the
that's
same word?
True. And then it's confidential. And then there's a con man, which is a confidence man.
Ah.
So I'm
there's
with ya.
ex-con, which is convict.
Convict. Yeah.
A lot of con.
And there's Con Ed.
And Con Air.
And Con Air put the bunny back in the box.
Con Air, not great. By the way, hold on, we got to go back to trashing Rupert. But
yeah.
have you seen Speak No Evil, the original?
No.
It came out 2 years ago. They're remaking it now. Have you seen this movie? I know you love movies.
Is that the shortest remake time ever?
Well, it's crazy because it's a foreign movie. It came out 2 years ago. It's like Dutch. They're speaking English the whole movie.
Uh-huh.
Most of the movie is English, but we're remaking it for America because Americans are so opposed
Yes.
to watching a foreign film, even if they speak English.
Xenophobic. Warrior Princess.
And, hey, that's something. That could be something.
Oh, it's a little dated.
A sketch show. She's still alive, isn't she?
Lucy Lawless. Big
Lucy
lesbian
Liu
dream.
and Lucy Lawless.
Oh, yeah.
Lesbian.
Well, Lucy Goo.
Well, this film, you got to watch it. Have you seen it there, Rupee? Are you a horror guy?
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
This is the most suspenseful, frightening, fucked up,
Wow.
insane movie I've ever
Really?
seen. And get this, I told Raanan to watch it.
Uh-huh.
He loves it.
Whoa!
So you know it's good.
He hates everything, especially Gaza.
And yeah, he certainly does. But so this is a hell of a picture.
Wow.
You got to see it. Why did I bring that up?
I don't know. You came in hot. I'm nervous. I can't do horror. I can't do scary. So this is not in my anal.
Oh, geez. Well, you watch it some other time. But Rupert, you watch it. I don't know why I brought that up. Foreign films. Rupert
Murdoch. Maybe there's
sucks.
You did a movie. I think it was called A Quiet Place. All right.
What happened? I mean, we're all pumped. We're all excited. And you screwed the pooch. You
Yep.
boofed. Big boof.
Audio, big factor in a pod, apparently.
Yeah.
Maybe 90%, 95%.
Yeah, they hated you. But you're back. We're giving you another shot at it.
And Chuck's gone, so it's a win-win.
It was a technical error. Is that what it was?
Card fail.
Card fail.
Fail. I've had that at a date restaurant.
Been there. The Subway, the restaurant
Yeah.
everywhere.
Declined.
Ricarded.
Ricardo Montalban.
Jimmy Carter. But it's good to have you back. You look great. You like Kiss, which is a little gay, but
Lick it up.
I've tried Kiss. It's like a shittier Thin Lizzy
Oh,
and a
yeah.
shittier early Aerosmith.
Interesting.
If you listen to early Aerosmith and Thin Lizzy, and then you try Kiss, you're like, gay.
Well, it's all makeup. Without the makeup, they're just like a mediocre band, I'd say.
I like it's good, but it's like this is not as good as the first Aerosmith album or any
Sure.
Thin Lizzy album. Yes or no? You're saying no.
They're my favorite band.
Oh, jeez, I feel terrible. Oh, my
man,
God.
never been kissed.
Beth, what can I do?
Oh, every kiss begins with gay.
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Favorite
band.
band. Yikes.
Ace Frehley, I think, is better on his own. Is he a Kiss?
New York Groove.
Yeah, that's a great
fun.
tune. Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Well, their favorite band. Have you heard the first Aerosmith record, the first few?
Oh, what? Is that a Sweet Emotion?
That's got, well, the first one has Mamakin, One Way Street, Dream On, and then you
Dream
have like
On.
Toys in the Attic and all those things.
yes, Attic. Anne Frank. You're Jewish, right?
Boop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rupert Murdoch.
Gene Simmons.
Aha,
Big
Israel.
Jew.
Israeli.
Is that right?
I believe.
No kidding.
Yeah,
well,
long tongue.
they're okay. They're fine. I like them. I like whatever you like. But you should put on some. Go home and put on some Thin Lizzy and some early Aerosmith. I'd like you to do
Yeah.
that. That's your assignment, and also record the audio.
Yeah, put on some headphones, too, while you're at it.
You can do those two things for me.
All right, pick a card, any card. SD card.
Suck dick card. Where you been? What are you up to?
I'm a little wonky. I'm rode hard and put away gay. First, I got to run this by you there, fatty.
I'm nervous.
Well, first, we missed you at the Sam Morril birthday dinner.
I heard all about that dinner.
Big Daddy Papa Giorgio.
What a big... I mean, first of all, my dear friend Raanan had one of the worst weeks ever. Some of it I can't get into.
Yes.
But good gravy. Yeah, I wanted to go, but I have a child. He goes to bed at 7. I like to put him down.
Sure.
I'd like to be there and put him to sleep. So I felt bad not going, but it sounds like there was a couple hiccups.
You dodged a bullet there, Sloppy Jalopy, because it was the longest day of my life. We did a pod here, 2 bonuses, ran to do We Might Be Drunk, did 2 pods there. Then we go to this dinner. We got to go right after the pod, because it's at 5. Everybody's got spots. Everybody's got lives, whatever. So the dinner's at 5:30. Vider is a Hitler. He's a little mini Napoleon. He's Napoleon.
What do you call that? A dictator.
Yes.
Big dictator.
Yes. He's Dick Potato. And so he got 15 comics together at a nice restaurant. Ain't easy.
And Salacuse.
That's true.
And Raanan.
That's a good point. And Ari. So we're at, should I say the name?
Say the name. Yeah,
All
these
right.
people should be shamed.
Yes.
Say the name and say his name, baby.
Give this a goog if you got access to the interweb there, Rupert Murdoch. Angelo Bellato.
Angela Bellato. They're selling spaghetti.
Yes.
And I don't want
noodles.
to give away the punch here, but you keep going. But
Okay.
spaghetti.
So this is a staple in New York. It's hard to get in. One of these celebrity sightings. You know, Kim Kardashian's there, and Kanye West, and Alex Jones, and the other guy, and they're all canoodling. It's a hot spot.
Noodle.
Ah,
I hope it is closed. We're recording on Labor Day. I hope the office is actually closed.
That's
Because we got
true.
the door open. We're screaming in here.
gravy. I might take my pants off at some point just because we can. It's on Houston Street. I know that. It's right by Milano's Bar. Remember that bar?
Yeah,
It's a
Milano's.
great
I got some
dive.
great times there. Is that still there?
Oh, yeah.
That's good to know.
One of
Great
the
spot.
oldest. Milano's at Copseat
Come
Milano's.
see what kind of town is
What
this?
is this? All right, well, Rupert's on the grinder gay porn.
He doesn't know what the hell he's doing over there.
Mobster.
Emilio Bellato?
There
Emilio
it is. Sorry,
Bellato.
I had the name wrong.
Enrico Palazzo.
So, of course, out of a movie, there's 2 fat guineas outside smoking stogies, playing cards or pinochle or whatever it is. And we show up, and it's early. It's like pre-dinner. It's 5:30. We're a bunch of weirdo comics, and Raanan shows up in basketball shorts. Wil Sylvince looks like he's going to rob the place. Ari's wearing a Riddler outfit for some reason. You know,
yeah.
it's a ragtag bunch. And this guy's outside. He's like a good-looking dude with slick back hair, and he's like, "Oh," and I go, let me talk to the guy. I got a little paisan in me. I go, "Hey, what's shaking, Dickless? We got about 78 people here for a couple of pasta meals." And he goes, 15 people? It's going to be tough. And I'm like, "Well, we have a reservation." And he goes, "We'll see about that." And Sam goes, "Let's go. We're out of here." And I'm like, well, Vider set all this up, and Vider's sweating. He's trembling. He's like, "Where's Rachel? Where's Liz?" You know? And he's like, "Hey, 15. I'm like, "Well, we have a reseration. That's how it works." And he's like, "Oh, pump the brakes there, faggot." I'm like, "All right, jeez, haven't even gotten in the restaurant yet." So finally, everybody's got to be here, you know. So Matteo saunters up, then Rachel, then Liz, then Will. You know, we finally are all here.
Nothing worse than the everyone's got to be here.
Brutal.
I'm like, they'll come. Just leave the chair empty. They'll walk in. Fuck your
Exactly.
mother. Who else
Exactly.
wants the table of 18?
Yes. So Sam got the vibe early. You know, Sam's a prickly guy, and he can sense a prickly guy, and 2 pricklies don't prick.
You can't have 2 pricks.
They're bumping up against each other like docking dicks, you know? So finally everybody shows up and he goes, let me see what I can do, which is such a weird, I think it's kind of like a Peter Luger thing where they're like, "Hey, we're New York dicks, we're Italian mean guys, that's our thing."
Right.
I think it's a theme there. But
I
whatever.
hate these people. We've talked about it many times through the years. I hate these people that's like, that's my personality. I'm
Yes.
a motherfucker. I'm
Yes.
a fucking, hey, you fuck with me, you don't want a baby. And I'm like, I don't get it. You chose, asshole?
Yes,
You're
exactly.
just going with dick for life? I'm
with
going
dick.
nice.
Yes.
You go dick, I'll go nice.
I'll go pussy.
Yeah.
But finally, we all get in, and we got a nice seat in the back room with all the wine bottles and the big cases of everything. It's like it's the back room where they whack a guy or whatever. So we're like, whoa, long table, and Vider goes, just give us the hits. No menu, give us the hits.
That's what I heard. Play the hits.
Big mistake.
Big fuck up.
Now you're getting the top shelf wine, the top shelf. Ari's got to get a martini, and this guy got this, and Sam gets an old fashioned, and I get a Negroni. So we're getting like top shelf. And then Salacuse, it's already tense in there. Sam's upset. Vider's sweating. Give me the hits. Salacuse pulls out a lens about that long. He's got a camera like in the 40s with like the doof, you know, with the curtain.
He's under the sheet.
Yeah, he's under the sheet like a Klan member, and he's like getting everybody. Well, he's up on one leg, he's up on the wine rack, he's climbing the walls, and the guy goes, "Oh, enough with the photos! Somebody's gonna have a seizure." And Salacuse is like, "It's just us back here." He's like, "Last week a lady had epilepsy. Up and died because of the flash." And
Jesus.
Salacuse is like, okay. But of course, Salacuse is Salacuse. So the guy leaves to go back to the front room, and sees just, he's up on the table, he's stepping on the pasta, and the guy comes in, he goes, "Motherfucker! I see you snap one more photo, I break in the camera." And Salacuse is like, all right.
Wow. He's like Sonny Corleone.
Yeah, he's crazy. So Salacuse waits, the guy leaves again, he's back up there, and we're all like, "Get the fuck, we got the photos, sit down, you fat kitty."
Salacuse. You're always up and down with Salacuse. 1 minute you're like, this guy's my hero, he's the best, he'll do anything. The next minute I'm like, you're gonna get us all killed, you fat fuck.
Exactly. So look, it's a great dinner, we're having laughs, we do the thing where like, this side's more fun, let's mix it up, let's bring some people over there and all that, and Matteo's cooking, and Wil Sylvince is playing dumb, and Raanan's complaining. We made fun of Liz. I had to go on Liz. I was like, "You see this guy, this asshole? That's you at the cellar."
Oh,
And she was like, "Fuck you," whatever. So we had a good time, and the food was good. And then, hit the camera.
oh boy, sorry.
Sound's out. Door sound. No. Then the bill comes. Now take a big, fat, smelly guess on what this number could be.
Well, I got to tell you, I've seen the bill. I heard the bill.
Oh, okay.
Everyone texted me. Well, first of all, from my side of the street, I'm at the stand. Raanan texts, guess how much we each had to pay for the Sam dinner.
Yeah.
And I went, I'll go high. I'll say 90.
Oh, 90 each.
90 each, splitting it.
Solid.
90
yes.
bucks. Because, I've eaten some fancy dinners. This is pasta. What's a bowl of spaghetti going to cost? 40 bucks if it's the nicest restaurant in town?
Makes sense.
Spaghetti. So I said 90. And then Salacuse comes down straight from there. I'm at the stand. He comes from the stand, and he goes, guess how much our bill was. I'll give you one guess. So I text Raanan. I go, how much was it? Quick. And he goes, because Salacuse said, guess how much, and then double it. Whatever you're thinking, double it.
Oh, that's a good move.
So then Raanan texted me the actual number. I multiplied it by 15. I threw the number out, and Salacuse was like, that was unbelievable. And I was like, I cheated. I didn't tell him.
Yeah.
But, go ahead and reveal it, because this is retarded.
It was, $5,233.
$5,200.
Yikes.
52 hundo, which divvied up to $350 a man.
Exactly. And then, of course, Will goes, hey, I don't drink. I didn't eat. And then DeVito was there as well. He left after about 20 minutes because he was like, I got to go. So he didn't eat or drink anything either. So count them out.
Right.
And then nobody's putting the card down. So it's that whole weird thing where they're like, here's the bill, everybody. Good luck with that. And everybody's like, what the fuck? Holy shit. And the guy comes back and he's like, what's going on? And I was like, oh. So I get so awkward that I just put my card down. And then Vider felt guilty because he put the whole thing together. He put the card down. And then Sam's lady, Michelle, felt weird because it was her boyfriend's birthday. So she put a card down. So now I'm in the whole 17 hundo.
Right.
Because you split that up. So then Vider's like, you hit up Matteo. And I'm like, God, now I'm Russell Altman. Now I'm hitting up people. I'm like a fucking debt collector. I'm like, hey, Matteo, can I get that $350? Hey, Raanan, I know you're broke and ugly, but can I get that? You know, and it's just, that ain't no fun.
That's no fun, but how about Raanan? He doesn't have that kind of dough.
I know.
Few do. I mean, he doesn't have any money. He got
That's
a bowl of
true.
spaghetti, and he doesn't drink. These
I
people that
know.
don't drink get fucked. And I know of one man who's I won't name. I saw
Yeah.
the bill. He got a $65 drink, and he makes quite a bit of money, this man.
Yes,
And,
I know the man.
And it's like $65 drink, 60 million lira. I mean, that's
It's
goofy.
Goofy.
And I love everybody involved, but you got to say in the thing, we're going out to dinner, and it's going to be $300.
But no one would go. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
go.
a few people might go, but $350 is that's crazy. I mean, you used to be able to buy a flight to LA for $350.
I know. I mean, according to Vider, he wants to have lunch with Bezos, Elon Musk, and Richard Branson.
I mean, you can get 35 Chipotles for $350.
Of course, you raped us, Vider, but I do feel bad. It's a bittersweet because he put all this together. It's a thankless job. Nobody wants to do all that work. Nobody wants to show up. Nobody wants to get the reservation. He dealt with the Dagos on the phone and all that.
And the comics.
And the comics, and it's a nightmare. And he did it for Sam for free out of the goodness of his heart. And then he got fucked when that bill came. But we can go to Olive Garden and we'd be happy.
Well, that's the thing is, and I to me, like a fancy dinner to me is steak.
Yeah.
Del Frisco's, Peter Luger's, the other place. And
Good
to
point.
me, the best steak on the menu is $90.
$90 for
and
the
you
filet.
get some sides. Like I've gone to some very fancy meals, and you're talking like $150, $180,
Yeah.
$350 for a bowl of spaghetti.
A bowl of noodles. Crazy.
Brutality. I mean, and a big fuck up to be like, bring us the greatest hits, because of
Big fuck
course
up.
they're gonna get all the biggest stuff. And I also heard this: there's a 25% tip included.
The tip was included.
Not 20, 25.
Yeah, so what's 20% of
$1,000 tip.
That's 1,000, plus change. So yeah.
Well, that's what Salacuse said. He's like, why does the restaurant get to decide that I'm like extremely generous?
That's a good point. He's got a point.
Because 20% is a nice tip. That's a
Yes,
good tip.
That's a good tip. Well, also, I think it's like for parties of 10 or more, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, you yelled at me in the beginning. You called me a homo. Salacuse almost got his camera broken. Sam's crying at the end of the table. Like, this was a big bust.
Yeah, that's tough. $350. I mean, I feel for the guys, the Raanans, the DeVitos, the whoever else.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I can't imagine Liz is making $350 a meal. Money.
I know. So we're gonna have Vider on and really chastise him. But he tried, but we don't need to. We're not the oligarchy. We don't need to go to. We're a bunch of sewer rats. Put
Well,
us at a what do you call that place? Shake Shack.
Well, I think you go to a nice place. You got to have like 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah.
You got to have all guys that are making good money.
Right.
But Raanan, yeah, he's fuck. I mean, he was crying. I had to carry him home. It was like I was like Scottie Pippen to his Jordan in the flu game. He was leaning on me, and he kept throwing the towel off. It was bad. I left him. I slipped 100 under his doorstep.
The Jew game. Yeah. So good luck, Ronnie.
Yeah, what can you do? But it sounds like a lot of fun. But then I heard everyone was upset afterwards.
Well,
it was the talk of the town.
It was soured. It was like great, and then that bill came, and it was like, whoa! It was like the towers falling. Like, oh shit, we were having a nice day. It was a beautiful day out, and then there they go. And I heard DeVito started a paper route.
I mean, the whole day was Salacuse. But I texted Sam, too. I was like, sorry to miss the dinner. I love you. Happy birthday. And nothing back. I think he was just went home crying. And he was, what can you do? But we tried. It's these damn parties.
I know.
You try to put on a party. Your big party. I mean, everyone was upset about that.
I know. It was a bust. I mean, just get
I had
in
a
the
great
park.
time.
Thank you. I had a great time, too, and I appreciate you coming. But get in the park, get a Frisbee, get a couple of Heinekens, and that's all I need.
Yeah, we got a park hang happening today. Small, everyone's
do you?
gone. The Labor Day is crazy.
It's wacky.
I didn't realize, so we're recording on Labor Day. You got to go. I got to go. We're all gay. Rupert hates us. He slept here. But I'm like, I got in here. My sister was in town. I walked her to the train station because, she's from Whitman, Mass. She doesn't know where the fuck she's going. So I rode with her to the train at like 8:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And I was like, I got plenty of time. I'll walk from Moynihan Hall. Have you been over there?
Beautiful.
Spectacular.
They really did it up over
All
at
the
Moynihan.
years I was traveling on the train, it was a dump with dog shit and human shit and horse shit. And now they close it from 1 to 5. That's the key.
Is that right?
They pack at 1 o'clock. They take all the hobos and the junkies and they punt them to the curb.
I love that.
They power wash. And I think because all these people started coming from Europe and New York's like the beacon of America.
Yes.
And they went, what the fuck is this? This is crazy.
Yeah, it's no bueno. So wait, they kicked the hobos out at 1 p.m.?
1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Okay, yeah, that's smart. Good. They should do it with everywhere.
Absolutely. I think they should shoot all of them and kick them in the river. We don't need them.
Just release lions and just let them get all the hobos. Then we'll put the lions in the zoo.
Yeah, get a job or get eaten.
Yes.
USA. USA.
Yeah,
But,
you ain't lying.
You say Huey Lion?
I said you ain't lying.
Oh, I was thinking Huey Lewis, and I was like, Huey Lion sounds fun.
Oh, I'd like to meet him.
I bet he's got a huge dick. Wouldn't it be fun to be the legendary dick guy?
Oh, I'd love to be the dick guy. Fitzsimmons has a huge hog.
Is that right?
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, there's a long wives' tale about that piece.
Steve Rogers, Greg Fitzsimmons, and Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
And Jimi Hendrix.
Well,
But that goes without
I
saying.
feel like the blacks don't get a, Lisa Ann said John Sally was the biggest she's ever seen, and she's seen a lot of dicks.
Oh, wow.
Basketball player.
John Sally. No kidding. Same initials as Jerry.
There you go.
I wonder what kind of dick he has.
Circumcised, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's the best dicks.
Did you see a photo came out of Jerry in a green room with Bill Clinton and Bill Cosby? Not a good look. That's a bad photo.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Were they on an island by any chance?
No, not yet.
Manhattan. Anyway, so yeah, I walked over here and I was like, let me go get some, let me get a bag. I'll walk from Penn Station over to here, which is a hoof. It's a hike.
Yeah, that's a haul.
But I had time, a hoof, a hike, and a haul. And so I walked
U-Haul.
over and I passed a couple of those shitty looking, like, Penn Station, like, New York bagels, 88 cents.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Walked over here. Everything's closed over here. The city's like a ghost town right now.
It's apocalyptic. Well, this is the business area. We're in Midtown East,
I guess so.
I guess, because we got Grand Central over here. So this is like a skyscraper hedge fund hub, and now it's all...
It's all pipes. I mean, it's dead out here. And I actually wish the city was like there's parking spots everywhere. There's like 14 people out and about.
I think this is what it like in the 50s. In the 50s, people just had a trench coat on, a hat, and you could park your Chevy right there on Fifth Avenue.
It'd be nice. But anyways, yeah, I went everywhere looking for, I'm like, let me get a bagel or something to nosh because, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 6 a.m. with the Bambino. I'm fucking starving. Plus, I had a caffeinated beverage. I got a shit blood.
Yes.
And my tits are on fire. My hair's gay. So I was looking for a place, and every place is closed. And I was like, all right, I'll go to Starbucks, get a bagel there. That's closed.
Wow.
So I had to go to Le Pain Quotidienne. How do you say that?
Le Pain Quotidienne.
LPQ. I got 2 croissants here, and I haven't even had a chance to eat them. I better eat them because Rupert's eyeing them. He's like, this guy.
It's amazing that place stayed open because no one knows how to say the name, and no one knows what the name. I know pain is bread, but Quotidienne, what the fuck is that? So now everybody has to go. Oh, the only thing's open is
Right.
because nobody wants to look like an asshole. But it's a bunch of Cleveland fat guys in town. They got to go eat there.
Well, someone called it LPQ the other day. I didn't know what that was, but I'm like, I'm gonna start going with LPQ.
I like LPQ.
It sounds like the gay things.
Huh?
I'm LPQ.
Oh, plus, yeah, QAnon, LPQ. Well, there's the other one too. Pret a manger.
Yes,
And
Pret a
like,
manger.
What are you doing to me?
Yeah, French is gay. Fuck the
So
French.
gay.
The French are assholes. I've been to Paris. I love Paris. I want to go back, but Paris is Paris. Don't bring Pret a manger here.
Gay Paris.
Love gay Paris. What does that mean exactly? When they say that, that's just a nickname?
Yeah, because gay used to mean lovely and nice and fun.
And happy.
And happy, yeah. Now it means, gross and sinful. All right.
There was an old Jack, this comic, Dan Neubauer, way back when I started 25 years ago, literally, which is depressing.
Old Bauer.
He had a joke where he said, I call everything gay. That's gay. Traffic is gay. This is gay. And my friend was like, That's really offensive. My gay friend was like, that's offensive. He goes, you're a Jew. What if I was like, that's so Jew? Traffic is so Jew. And he goes, yeah, I guess you're right. That would be pretty gay. Those are like those jokes when you first start that you're
great.
like, whoa.
That's great.
That's gold.
That's great. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, has this been done? I thought of this. I was talking to the wife, and she's all pregnant. She was like, I got to tell you, we were watching some movie with gay stuff. And she goes, if you ever blew a guy before we were together, that's a red flag. And I was like, well, actually, it's a rainbow flag.
Hey,
has that been done?
Bad. Never heard it.
All right, it's a quickie.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Maybe there's a brown flag in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. My ex was a brown flag.
Yeah, I had a brown tipped flag pole. Something. I don't know. No, my wife, too. My wife was born in 1978. You forget. And she's like, if you hooked up with... It's so different now. And I don't want to cast dispersions.
It's different.
But it's just old school. And we've talked about this before, but I'm like, if you came out as gay when I was in high school in Whitman, Massachusetts...
Oh, it was news.
I mean, they would have fucking... forget about it. You would have been on the flagpole. Like, there was no chance of someone being like, I'm gay.
Yeah, it might feel good if you're sitting the right way. But yeah, no, you're right. That was like, whoa, mama. This is a headline.
Well, my niece goes to the same high school, and everyone's pan, bi, and it's great, by the way. We're obviously not saying it's bad. It's wonderful, but it's pan, bi, Q, plus, whatever.
You got to be now.
Which is wonderful, but I'm like, that was not even on the menu.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, everybody, I'm a homo. I mean, it would have been a bad situation.
Yeah, agreed. The problem is people are people, and we go, oh, now gay is great, pan is great, trans is great, but you're bad. Why can't we all just be great? Why do we have to make one group kind of shitty at the end of the day?
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah, we're fine. Can't we all be good? You know, it's like, hey, I love brown, I love black, I love trans, I love Chinese, I love Indian. White guy, we're not crazy about. And you're like, well, I got feelings too.
I'm a very nice guy. Bless you.
Thank you.
Wait, why were we talking about
the Jews, too? I mean, you guys are never in contention.
Why were we talking Rhode Island? What were we talking about? Right before that, though, I had something about gay high school.
Gay high school, your sister's gay.
Why was I bringing up
gay.
high school being gay? Rupert, what was I talking about?
I said Seinfeld was with the...
Oh, that was like 45 minutes ago.
Clinton...
wow, fuck, I had a point. I was getting ready to make a point.
Yeah, the croissant, everything's closed.
What did you say? Because I was starting to say a thing, and then you said something.
What do you say when you see things?
Gay? Why did you bring up gay? Oh, flagpole. Oh, my wife, 1978.
Oh, red flag.
Because your wife,
Oldbauer.
My wife, 1978, she was like, if you had hooked up with a guy, it would be a deal breaker. She's like, I wouldn't be able to get over that. That would be crazy.
Yeah, same.
And she's not anti-gay. She just doesn't want to be married to a half-gay.
A half a FIFA.
But now, and I wish that we grew up in this time, because now experimenting is whatever.
Right.
Because I would have liked to have been 20 years old and been like, let me put a dick in my mouth and see what it tastes like.
Sure.
But when I was banging, if you were like, yeah, I tried 3 dicks, they were like, delete my number, you piece of shit. So it would be nice to grow up now, because I would have loved to have finger fucked Nick Flynn in the back of the bus just to see what kind of flavor he had.
Yeah, well, if you finger fucking Nick Flynn, the flavor's going to be, that's a brown flag. But be careful there. But yeah, I hear you, but you like what you like. I got jerked off by a guy once, and it did move the needle.
Right.
That's what I call my dick.
But yeah, my wife, same thing. She's like, if you hooked up with a man, that would be through, and she'd be like Ace Ventura with the plunger on her tits.
Yeah. But isn't it funny how different men and women are? If Sarah was like, yeah, I took Regina in the back room, and we really scissored it up in 8th grade, you'd be like, high-fiving.
Oh, I'd be in that yearbook trying to find Regina.
Exactly.
But she's saying that. She's like, I couldn't eat a pussy. Like, my wife wouldn't eat a pussy if I was like, I'll give you $350 million to taste it, like a stamp. And she'd be like, no, thanks. I'll be broke.
Oh, yeah. That's a smelly stamp. But I agree, and I get off on that. I don't get off on that, but I love that. When my wife's like, if you put a vagina in my face, I'd go school shooter. I'd put a knife in it. I'd kill myself. I couldn't do it. But I'm like, great, because I got weird balls, a flat ass, and a hairy back, and you're into it.
Right.
It's a nice feeling when they don't want the puss, because this ain't exactly potpourri.
It's mind-blowing to me to be attracted to a male. I just can't, sure, I want cum on my back and in my mouth.
Sure.
But a man is so appalling to me. The hairy toes, the long toenails, the cock, the smell of the balls.
I have a theory on this, because this ain't no picnic. It ain't no prize, but it's not a woman. It's almost like Kamala. She's retarded. She's a dimwit, but she ain't Trump.
Right.
So you're going to go with Kamala.
You better believe it.
So I'm just saying, that's what balls are Kamala.
Balls are Kamala.
And pussy is Trump to her.
Right.
But some people love pussy, so they're like, I'm Trump all day.
Right. I think it's a pretty good metaphor.
I got something
It's
there.
not perfect.
It's not
but,
perfect. It's not perfect. I have a Bernie sensation.
Love the burn. Feel the
Yeah, that was a
burn.
stretch.
But anyways, yeah, so I love pussy and I don't like dick. Though I do want a hot load to shoot across my back. I just like to feel it like this. Ooh.
Oh, well,
When it
Rupert,
hits.
saddle up, Big Daddy.
I bet you have like the hottest cum. Like the temperature. I bet it's
yeah.
like 300 degrees in
Yeah,
there.
baking bread in there. That's quite an oven.
You just want that feeling of like, we did it, you know? My wife comes, and you have that feeling, but it's
Yes.
all fake. I got to believe the face and the lies.
Yes.
There's no lying.
No, you can't fake that. I mean, you get a ketchup packet. They'll know. It's a little different viscosity.
Viscosity?
Yeah.
What'd you get, a calendar? Where the hell did that come from?
I got a word a day. Turd a day. But, I had something about the jizz.
Viscosity, hot
I'm
gum.
working on this bit about I don't like credit cards because there's no, I like cash because you can feel it. And I say getting like a money wired to your account, it's like a female orgasm. It's exciting, but there's no proof.
That's good.
I want the feeling.
That is good.
Thank you. It's working.
Yeah, maybe there's something there too, because you have the proof, because you have the number,
Right,
like-
that's true.
but you have the but maybe there's something to it. You're like, I have the number. You had that. The number is her going, I loved it.
I had an orgasm.
I'm
yeah.
like, sure, but I can't see it.
I can't see it. I can't hold it. It's just digital.
Maybe there's something to the ATM. You go to the ATM, you take the cash out, and you're like, here it is.
Oh.
Is there a version of that with the orgasm?
Interesting. Ass to mouth. Well, yeah. Well, that's why
not bad.
squirting is so popular.
That's why I love a squirt. I've never seen it. It's a myth, but
I've had a few rooster tails in my day, and it's very exciting.
well, reverse bukkake, my only porn category. I love a reverse bukkake. That's when they go, and the guy's like, ah!
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah, that's all I need in my life.
So they pee on your face?
They all piss in your face. I mean, they call it squirting, but it's piss.
Interesting.
And yeah, they take turns. They line up in like a line. You just lay there, and your hair's all soaked. Your eyes are burning. Your teeth are rotten.
Well, I mean,
That's just
that's exciting. Yeah, I just the vagina is so what's the word?
Complex.
Well, but it's when they can take a pounding, take a beating, and
Resilient.
resilient.
Yes.
I mean, you see the squirt video. These guys are like.
Right.
I was like, easy, you gotta rip that thing open, but it can take it. It can take a child. It can take a dick.
They bounce back. I mean, Rupert squirted out. Look at the size of this man.
That's
his
true.
mother's still walking around, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, who knows about
Yeah.
the wiener? But I'm sure your child is quite large.
Yeah. Big old child. Ooh, child. Well, how about
Wow.
this?
We didn't even get. We've been digressing.
Speaking of chat, yeah, we don't have the clock going either. What time is it? Where are we going? Where are we?
You're at 31 minutes.
Oh, great. Okay, we got time because I got some stuff
Halfway.
over here. We right now, as we speak, by the time people are hearing this, I might be living in a new place.
Ooh-wee!
Things are a bit funky, a bit wacky. We're trying to move lock, stock, and barrel. We can't find the barrel, but we got the lock and the stock.
All
but we
right.
have the apartment. So I got a wild cock up my ass, pulled
Sure.
out and came on my back. Rupert, you look nervous. You're looking around. Oh, God. Rupert
SD
looks,
card.
I'm scared. He's saying it's okay. He likes
All right.
Kiss.
Don't clock.
So we start looking at apartments all over town. We find something we like, and they have a open house, and it's a 5-minute tour. We sign up for 5 minutes.
I like that.
You're supposed. It's nice, but you're like, I want to run the shower. I want to fuck in the bed.
sure.
I want to,
You wanna
sniff
test
the
drive.
floor. Of course, because there's nothing worse than you get a place and there's bad shower pressure.
Hate the pressure. Peer
So
pressure.
great depression. So we go over there. My sister and niece are coming to town. My niece is moving back to school. She goes to Pace.
Good movie.
So she's coming down. What movie? Pace?
Back to
Back to
School.
school. I was like, what the hell's Pace? So they come down. I go, hey, we got an 1155. We're looking at an apartment in Battery Park City, BPC. Mm-hmm. I'm excited. This is cool.
You know me.
We'll see. So now I've never gotten an apartment in Manhattan. All the apartments I ever got were a comic who goes, hey, I got a room. It's $100 a day. And I go, okay, great.
Yep.
So now you've been through this times 3.
It's a nightmare.
And I'm like, I talk about this all the time. I didn't get raised properly. I got no knowledge of adult things, of finance, of mortgage, of co-op, of rent. I don't know what a PhD is. I don't know what a bachelor's is and an associate's.
Right.
Anyone that puts a tie on and goes to work, I have no idea what they're doing.
Yes.
All I know is plumber, cop, firefighter, roofer.
You know all the Halloween costumes.
Yes,
Nurse,
I
cowboy.
know the fucking the YMCA.
Yeah, the
hobos.
village people.
Yes, I never met no one in my family. 0% of my family has spent a minute in college.
Wow.
None.
That is impressive.
My niece is the first person to go to a school.
Wow.
I think my sister went to community college. I should if she heard this, should shit a brick.
Okay.
But she drove from home to the community college
Sure.
down the street, which I'm not taking away from community college, but like I don't know anyone that put on a tie and went to the football game and painted their face and said, "We are gay." You know, like I don't have that.
Yeah.
So people with jobs and brown shoes, I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Yes. Briefcase.
My family is a fireman, another fireman, a plumber, and a secretary, and insurance. Not insurance. What do you call it?
Doctor?
I wish.
Accountant?
My God. My dad works in the administrative at the hospital.
Ah.
So he's got a tie.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he used to. Now he works from home. But like he used to have a tie, but like it was just purchasing, they call it. They go, we need 40 gowns and 30 face masks and 2 needles.
Inventory.
And he's like, okay, there you go.
Oh, all right.
So it's something. He had slacks.
Yeah, he had a keyboard.
I think so.
That's big.
Not bad.
Not bad. He could type.
I think so, sort of, yeah.
I still can't type. Can you type?
I can type.
You could type.
I don't type a lot.
The full Monty. Wow.
Yeah.
But you could fake type. I get that. You got that down. But I'm talking type.
Yeah, I type okay. I'm not, I'm not Chuck. Chuck's just banging away at the keys the whole episode. I have no idea what he's doing over there.
Yeah, I know. He's booking flights or something. I'm still this guy. That's why I got 8 pounds of notes in my back pocket because I can't type.
Right. You can type on your phone, though.
Yeah, I can do a thumb.
I get some thumbs.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's like some study about this will be the first generation that only knows how to type with their thumbs or thumb work, something that kind of crazy thing.
Well, there's also a thing now coming up called tech neck because it's a lot of this shit.
Oh.
So you get the tech neck.
How about this? You ever see this on Instagram? You watch a reel, it pops up and says, a new study shows, this is a literal one I saw, families that have dance parties, the kids end up being nicer, kinder, softer, gayer, better readers.
I like it.
And so I'm like, and I don't doubt it. I love a dance party. I'm a dance guy. I love the music. The tunes are on. The TV's never on.
You can cut a rug.
Oh, I can dance, baby. So I'm like, what the fuck study is this? And I go to the comments and someone wrote, can you link the study?
Ooh.
What are we talking about? What study?
Yeah.
Who studied this?
Yes, how?
Link it.
Right.
I think it should just say, hey, because how would you even do that study? You'd have to rely on the parents to go, do you have a dance party? We do. Are your kids nice? Oh, yeah, very nice.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. I'm like, if it was Harvard, it would say Harvard.
Yes.
How did they do the study? When did they do it? And I think this is a thing on Instagram. You can just write, big study.
Right.
Eating steak makes you gay.
Yeah, studies show.
And Americans, I don't think they go, let me find the paper. They
No.
go, oh, look at this.
We love a headline.
It says it here. The fucking, the fart parent, at fart parent 41 said that.
Yeah.
Anyways, what am I'm digressing.
I think you're right. Yeah, we'll just buy anything. And we buy the one we want to buy. You go, hey, dance party. I'm a dance party type. I got good kids. But there's no study.
And then you have people that are so adamantly like, a plant-based diet is the key to living for 350 years.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that are adamantly like, you need protein from meat.
Yeah.
And they both have studies.
It's all pipes, Jerry. I mean, like the 4 food group or the pyramid, that was all debunked. The pyramid is debunked. I grew up on that fucking pyramid. It's a pyramid scheme.
Right.
I grew up on that thing. That thing was gospel. Hey, it was up in every classroom. There it is, folks. Big old triangle. And now it's all shit.
You did that bit? Pyramid scheme.
I've never done that.
I'll try. That's better than anything you got.
I'll tweet it.
Oh, man,
feel it out. Hey, folks. Tuesday's Story is brought to you by Lumen. Nutrition is confusing. There are so many things to think about and so many numbers to crunch. Lumen is completely changing the game. It's the world's first handheld metabolic coach. The device measures your metabolism through your breath, reports it back to you in an easy-to-use app. Hey, that's pretty cool. Just breathe into the device first thing in the morning or before or after workouts and meals so you can keep tabs on what's going on with your body in real time. You'll find out if you're burning fat or carbs and get tailored guidance to improve your nutrition, workouts, sleep, and even stress management skills. You got to know where you're at. This is huge. This is basically a breathalyzer, but for things that are positive. You know, you see your nutrition, your sleep, your heart rate, all the good stuff you want to know. Crunch those numbers, get healthier, and know everything that's going in and out of your body. Lumen can even track your cycle as well as the onset of menopause. I need that. It adjusts your recommendations accordingly to keep your metabolism healthy through hormonal shifts so you can keep your energy up and stave off cravings. I'm going to get this for the wife. So, if you want to take the next step in improving your health, go to lumen.me/Tuesdays to get 15% off your Lumen. That's lumen.me/Tuesdays for 15% off your purchase. Thank you, Lumen, for sponsoring the show.
Tuesdays with Stories brought to you by Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. I'm serious. They're #1 checkout on the planet. Their not-so-secret weapon is Shop Pay. It boosts conversions up to 50%. Wow. Its one-tap checkout lets customers pay in installments and gives them 1% shop cash every time they spend and solves your abandoned cart issues for good. Shopify truly does it all, whether you're selling in person or online. In-store, get ready to take payments by smartphone. Transform your tablet into a mobile POS system or use Shopify's POS Go mobile device for a battle-tested solution. They've even got Play tools to help you build social media marketing campaigns, and their award-winning customer service is here to help you on the road to success. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Mark uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Tuesdays. That's all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Tuesdays to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Tuesdays. So we put in for the apartment. I was raised poorly. I'm a piece of shit. I don't know anything. So we go, hey, it's a 5-minute tour. Come on down. And my sister and niece are in town. So we all go. It's me, Sarah, the baby, my niece, my sister, Kramer, the butler. We go down there. We're fucking 5 of us. And then I've never had this. Have you ever heard of this? The guy's just doing tours all day.
Yeah.
And there's a lovely Asian couple over there. And we go in, the doorman. I go, hey, we're the new patrons. We're looking at old 3Q. We want to move in, please. And he goes,
the list.
Go over there with the rest of them. And as you look over, it's like doing an audition where you walk out and everyone looks like you. And I'm like, oh. And I have this defeatist attitude. I have no self-esteem. I hate myself. As soon as you see another couple, you're like, well, we're not going to get it.
Yeah, we're not as good as them.
They'll get it.
Yeah, they're better. We're worse.
So he brings down a couple. They leave. There's all these couples seeing it.
Yep, I've been through this.
And again, all my apartments were just comic. I bumped my apartment I live in now. I bumped into Ed Larson, the great Ed Larson.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, yeah, there's another unit. You want it?
Right.
And I was like, sure. And then my landlord did no check.
Yes.
He just went, oh, great. Thank you.
Well, and this is the opposite of comedy. Paperwork, background checks, filling out a form, credit check, all that shit is like, it just scares, it's adult, it's papers, it's numbers, it's lines on a page, it scares the shit out of me.
And it's a holiday weekend. I haven't even told my landlord that I want to move.
Right.
So we go up there for the tour, and I'm like nervous because we're with the competition, which is weird.
That is awkward.
They're also there, and then the people that live there, they currently live there. So there's like a cat walking around. It's all decorated.
Oh, weird.
The cat's like scratching at the baby, so I'm kicking the cat. I hate cats. No offense. Greg's cool. Not really. So we're walking around looking at the place, and you have 5 minutes to be like, "What do I want to live my life here and raise my child here?"
Yeah, that's no good.
It's crazy. And so then the guy's like, okay, if you want, this is very competitive. It's a holiday weekend. We got 4 couples that are already interested.
Oh, they do this shit.
So you got to send your bid, what you're willing to pay, because the asking price is one thing.
Yeah.
And then you can go up.
Interesting.
And he goes, we need a copy of last year's tax returns.
There they go.
You need a letter from your landlord, who
There
I
it
haven't even
is.
told I'm moving.
Oh, boy.
And then you need your wife's tax returns, a pair of your wife's underwear, your father's bra, and Rupert's dildo.
Oh, man.
And we need it by 6 o'clock. And I'm
Whoa, he's going to be using it.
so I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, there's no way we're going to move here. The whole time I'm looking at the apartment, I'm like, we're not going to live here.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. And then my place, you need recommendations. I had to get a letter from a friend or a business owner who's like, this guy's all right. He's not a pedophile. I saw him once. Whatever. Brutal. You got to ask people to write a letter?
It's terrifying. So then we went downstairs, and the guy, the agent, tour, I literally don't know what he's called. Is
The
he
realtor?
a broker, realtor?
Yeah, I don't know. Broker or something?
He was just a young guy.
Tom Brokaw.
And I said, well, let me ask you this, because we haven't filed our taxes yet. We were late on our taxes. We got the baby, so we're going to file the whole thing. But
Careful.
can I give you the year before? Can I give you a letter? Like, can I just... It's like high school. You're like, can I give you like my version of the thing you're asking
Right.
for? Because I'm retarded. And then I went, we're comedians, so our lives are... And he's like, really? And I go, yeah, who's your favorite... I probably know him. I'm friends with... I dropped Shane Gillis.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Nate Bargatze,
Yes.
Louis C.K., and he goes, wow, what? That's crazy. He's like, you ever meet Tom Segura? And I'm like,
Oh!
met him. I'm his nanny.
Done the pod. He fucked his wife.
I said, I was on his podcast, and he goes, your mom's house? And I go, yeah, you got to check it out. I throw Netflix, even though no one saw my Netflix special. It was 48 years ago.
It counts.
I go, I got a Netflix special. Check it out. And he goes, that's crazy.
This is good.
I think that's good, but he doesn't make the decision. But I said, put in a good word. So then I was glad Sarah asked, because she goes, well, when you say a bid, because some people go higher than the asking price.
Yes.
Like the price is like $5,000. She's like, could we say $6,000? He's like, oh, no one goes that high. That's crazy. So I'm glad she asked, because I would have been like, we'll give you $7,000. They would have been like,
Yeah.
what? These retards offered.
Wow.
He's like, I think it's like $50, $100. So I
Okay.
offered 53.
Ooh, Price is Right.
But then he's like, all right, that's a good offer, but you got to get the steps. So I had to have it's like Labor Day weekend. I text our, what's it called? Accountant. And I'm like, can you write a thing?
Yes, right.
So he has like a little letterhead. He's like, Joe makes money. He's a nice guy. He's got a dick. He's a comedian.
Yes, yes.
And then he goes, I got money. Can I just send you a screenshot of my bank account? He goes, that'll work.
Oh.
So I just screenshotted like the money I have in the bank.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm like, here you go.
I like that.
And then he goes, well, we need your wife's tax returns. And I'm like,
You're the breadwinner.
but my wife, she makes like $8 a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, we don't. What do you need that for?
I know. I'm the money guy. She's picking up cans.
So I said, well, just my landlord, he's out of town. He's out of the country, which is true. Town and country.
Good mag.
So we'll see. I sent him. He goes, this looks good. I'll forward it. And I go, for what it's worth, it's just coming from me. I'm like, my landlord loves us. We don't drink. We're raising a
Yes.
family. I was like, everyone in my building, I recommended to the landlord. We've been there for 9 years. My father's gay. George is saying cut it.
Where are the cameras?
I
It's
know
all
Shane
pipes.
Gillis. So he goes, literally, he's like,
Tires.
no kidding. I'm like, big time.
Yeah, he's showing photos. Here's me and him at a dinner once.
I said Joe Rogan. I was like, I've been on Rogan, the whole
Yeah.
thing, which is always nerve-wracking because you're afraid he's going to be like, that piece of shit.
That could go either way.
So also the guy was half Asian. But I said Shane. I was like, maybe that was a big mistake.
Ooh,
Yeah.
noodles.
I was like, but I don't like him now. Whatever you think.
Yeah, I hit Tony Hinchcliffe. Don't get me started.
So we'll see. And we're supposed to find out like this week. So I keep going back and forth. There's a chance I'm going to get emailed and be like, you got it.
Yeah.
And I'll be so close to you.
That's a high rent, though.
Yeah, it's brutal. I can't afford it. Join the Patreon, quick. It's horrible.
Well, you want to win, but you also are like, oh, if I do win, my life's over.
But it's affordable for that neighborhood. I
I
think.
see.
So, and it's a nice building. There's a doorman. I've never had a doorman. Larry Miller, and
Yes, Doorman.
And there's a little balcony thing you can smoke off there.
Ah, Mark Dorman.
And your steps from the Esplanade, whatever you call it.
Oh, yeah.
And the nice mall over there.
Yes,
My niece
yes.
is right there. So we'll see. But the nice thing is we're in a good situation because if we don't get it, we just have a nice apartment that we live in.
That's true.
We're not getting kicked out.
Yes, yes.
So that's nice.
I did the same thing in Brooklyn. We went to all these places, and you see the people who look like you, but they're always a little shinier, a little nicer, a little better dressed, and they have nice, cute kids. So, yeah, we never got one of them. But this whole Segura nonsense and the Netflix, that's big. It's almost like an Indian arranged marriage where you're like, huh? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be him?
Right.
And then you got to win them over with your shit. I think that was a smart play. Because everybody's got a tax return and a paper from the bank. You got something different. You stand out.
Well, I think, too, I'm like, you show your money, you're like, is this a lot of money or a little? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think for that rent price, people that can afford more than that aren't trying to get that apartment. They're getting better apartments.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I think
guess
I'm
so.
right in that sweet spot.
Is it a lot of people with a toddler as well?
I didn't see.
Okay.
But the people that currently live there have 2 kids.
Oh.
So they're shipping out, but it's they have to make the decision, I guess. But it's so
Yeah.
weird to be like, here's my bank account.
I know. That's strange. Because that's the one thing you're not supposed to show anybody. And then his guy, you're like, please look at this.
Yeah, please believe me. and Russell wrote a nice letter. He's like, he makes this much money. He'll make this much next year. But they own the building, and now they know I'm a comedian. They might be like, well, what if this guy gets canceled or he sucks
Right.
next year?
That's
which is
a-
always a
A
chance.
possibility. That happened to me in my old place on 10th Street. They were like, "Ooh, you're a comedian. You're in the arts. That's very up and down. What do you call
Right.
it? Fluctuates,
Gravy,
risky, volatile." Volatile, yeah. So they're like, that's scary. And I was like, well, I got a Netflix thing coming out. And they were like, oh, all right, you're in.
Yeah.
People think Netflix is something.
It is something.
It is something, but I know a lot of guys who've been on there who are, struggling.
Did we talk about the David Cross, Mark Maron thing?
Yeah, that's
So fucking funny to
I've
me.
told like 9 people that.
It's hilarious.
That's funny.
I don't know if we talked about it in the air, but David Cross made a special, sent it to Netflix. They said no, and then Mark was like, just put it on. It's how I
the
feel.
difference? Yeah.
Like, just put it on there. Who cares? It's not full.
Right.
It's not a fucking shelf. Just put my special on there.
Exactly.
Who gives a fuck?
It's not going to overflow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do? By the way, I got the bill for my next special. Everyone was like, don't shoot in New York. You got to do something different. So I'm like, I'll go to Chicago. I'm going to shoot in Chicago.
You're flying people
and
around.
I got to fly everyone hotel. I mean, if you saw the amount of money this special is going to cost, please, for God's sakes, watch
Venmo.
it. Send it. Jesus, fuck. I'm fucked.
Wow, is that Cats?
Cats.
Wow, Cats.
And yeah, I'm doing like 7,000. We're moving studios. I'm going to move homes. I'm going to
Yeah.
shoot a special, and I have a movie coming out. It's all out of pocket.
Wow.
I'm getting cleaned out.
Wow, man, you should. I hope you showed the guy your bank statement before all that.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
It's going to
smart.
be, and I haven't paid my taxes for 2023 yet.
Ooh.
So it's a totally fake bank statement. Like, I'm just forging that. Like, it's going
Yeah.
to be like literally half of what I showed him is what I
Wow.
actually have.
All right, well,
So,
don't watch this, broker.
oh, he'll have made the decision by then.
Okay,
But,
just check.
but don't you have that thing sometimes? It's the same when you audition or submit something. And I'm sure people, every time you've gone out for a job, what's that called? Interview.
Yes,
You have the two halves of your brain. Like, I'm like, I think we're going to get it.
of
We're going
course.
to move down there. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, why would they pick us?
Why would I get it?
I got a hole in my shirt. I'm wearing a fucking Brandy Carlisle shirt with holes in it
Right.
and beat up New Balance sneakers. And I'm like, I'm a comedian. Trust me. I know Shane.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we don't even have the paperwork. Like, we have none of the paperwork he actually
Yes.
asked for.
It feels like you're greasing the guy. Like, here's two 4s. Here's 2 5s. And they're like, this is a professional establishment.
It feels like high school. They're like, we need a 14-page term paper. And I'm
Right.
like, well, here is a book report I wrote in middle school.
Exactly, yeah. I remember when I was looking for jobs, my ex-girlfriend, she was like, let me show you how to write a resume. She was a normal human being. She wrote out my resume, and it was like, community college, this college, whatever. And she goes, what about special interest? They like a little of that. And I go, well, I went to film school. I know how to edit. I know how to do this. And she was like, this is good. You should be applying for these jobs. Why are you
Right.
going to like type in a women's office? And I was like, I don't know. I'm a comedian. I'm just trying to pay my rent so I can be a comic. But she was like, this is the good stuff. Public speaking, all that shit.
Interesting. That's what we need. Guys like us, we need someone to be like, what are you talking about? You're good at this.
Yes.
And you're like this. Duh.
I know. So.
I have that all the time where people were like, I don't understand, but you started a business and you're like successful.
Oh,
You went
yeah.
from like nothing to something in the
Right.
hardest business there is. And you're like, oh, yeah.
But we're such tards that if we're not in a building with glass windows and a secretary, we don't think we have a business.
Right.
You know, we're like, our business is just, it's, what's the word?
Fluctuate?
No, when you can't touch it.
Organic.
Intangible.
Intangible.
I'll tell you, this word of the day is paying off.
Well, Raanan and I were talking about this. He had this point. I'm the scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. Like at the end, he's like, I'm dumb, I don't have a brain, I'm retarded. And then the wizard is like, all you need is this piece of paper. All the people are just as dumb and retarded, but they got a piece of
Right.
paper. Because I went to no college, I'm so self-conscious about my intelligence. So I think I'm an
Yes.
idiot, I can't follow anything, I'm too dumb.
Yeah.
And Ronan's like, yeah, you're like smart. You just didn't go to this school, so you feel like a moron.
Wow, that's a great. You are the scarecrow.
I'm the scarecrow.
You're the scarecrow because you got the smarts, you just don't know it.
And if I sing, if I only had a brain to my son every night for bed. So there's that.
Oh, there you go.
So
Now, what's worse or what's better?
me.
Okay. Going to no college and not wasting the time, or going to 3.5, 4 colleges and getting a degree, but going to community college, then a regular college, then failing out, then going to another one, then going to another one.
What's worse?
What's
But you have a
worse?
degree.
I have a degree, but I wasted 7 years, and I don't even use the degree, and I don't give a shit about it. I mean, I made friends and had a
Oh,
lot
I
of
see
fun.
what you mean. Yeah. Well, you're in a better shape if comedy, they go, that's enough comedy, we're closing all the clubs. You're going to
Sure.
be in a good spot. But it helped me to be doing comedy earlier, but it didn't help me that much because you're doing way better than me. So, but if we switched, if I had started at 20, when did you start? 22?
Yeah.
So I would be in a worse shape than if we switched. Even worse shape.
I'd rather have the time. The time is precious. You can't get it back. You can get a good degree online in 10 minutes now.
Right. Maybe I'll get a degree.
Get a degree.
I might need it. If I get this place, I'm going to need a day job.
That's true. Yeah. You might work at a Target.
It's also nerve-wracking, too, because you're like, I'm a comedian. This guy looks me the co-op people look us up.
Oh.
It's literally just us talking about eating our dad's cum.
Yeah. The height of comedy.
But, yeah, I'm grateful for not going to college. Yeah, because you were wasting time down
Wasted
there.
a lot. I mean, I was wasted the whole time. I lived in a house with 5 guys. We got laid. We had a hot tub. We played poker every Monday. We had beer pong. We had all kinds of tiki parties and luau's and all this shit. But I didn't learn a goddamn thing, and I wasted a lot of time and money.
But that was the problem, too. I didn't waste any money, which is nice. Oh, that sounds like
That
a
has
mouth fart.
some length on it,
That
huh?
sounds like one of these.
Yes.
Well, I wasted all the time, and I did all the same things, and I was a comic, but I did comedy every Wednesday for the first year, like once a week.
Once a week.
And then didn't record any sets or videotape myself or get on social media. I just fucked around for so long.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wasted so much time, it makes me want to kill myself.
Same. But we got it together and we got it going. But some people, you meet that 50-year-old guy who's like, maybe I'll start comedy. And you're like, ooh, I'm so glad I started at 21 or whatever, 22.
I know, and I could have started when I was 15.
Oh!
I was just waiting I kept being like, I'll graduate and I'll start doing stand-up, which I did, but you're like, I could have been doing it earlier.
Well, it's funny how the grass is greener because I had this fun life of like, I worked at Blockbuster and I was a waiter. So I was like, I had free food, I was getting drunk at the place, and I was watching movies all day because I worked at Blockbuster. Then I'd go to my dumb school called Southeastern, which is like a bullshit easy school in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana. Getting laid, I was having fun, but I would go to open mics at night and just watch, and I go, wow, what would it be like to be that guy? And he was probably like some 41-year-old guy with a drinking problem and maybe a pill problem, and I was a 22-year-old drinking and getting laid and having fun. So he was probably like, you're living the dream, you're
Right.
happy, and I'm like, I'd rather be you.
Yeah. Boy, life was full of regrets.
It's very strange.
I hate these people that are like, I got no regrets. And I'm like, then you're a moron. You have low
Yes.
intelligence.
Yeah, you didn't do anything.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, that's crazy.
You shouldn't be consumed by regret. That's bad.
Sure.
But if you're like, no regrets, I'm like, you haven't done a single thing you didn't want to do? You've never yelled at your kid or your
Yeah.
dad or fucked a fat girl?
Right.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Sociopath or a liar.
There's nothing you could have done better?
Yeah,
You did everything perfectly well.
Yeah, come
Every
on.
meal was just vegetables, and
Right.
you never got hammered. You never threw up from drinking.
Car crash, DUI, nothing, STD, nothing.
It's just like crazy. But again, like I think people say that because they want to sound
Yeah.
like, hey, no regrets. But I'm like I'm happy in my life, and I'm glad I'm where I am.
Yeah.
But I would certainly wish that I tried harder when I was 19.
Right.
Like I would be doing even better.
Yes, yes. Well, the regrets show that you've grown.
Right. That's how
That's
that's growth.
Maybe he hasn't grown, this guy.
No growth.
No growth. Impotent. That's another word for that. But boy, I mean, where were we at there, Rupee?
Whoa.
Oh, geez. All right, I've been to Mexico and back.
Jesus
So
Christ.
we'll save that. But it's not that crazy. But I just got to say, a lot of gays out there.
In Mexico.
The Mexicans love the Dos Gayos.
Well, we're very big in the Latino community. When I go to Houston or LA or that's pretty much it, it's Mexicans all over. Like they love us. There's something about us. We're spicy.
We're spicy, picante, caliente, because I think Mexican culture is a ball-busty, insulty, jokey culture, and we fit right into that, and we got low self-esteem, and they're low to the ground, and I would make fun of them, and they were like, ay, 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 ay. Yeah, pistolas in the air. They love being shit on. I go, boy, you guess it's a great place, but you got dilapidated buildings. You could use some fucking Mexicans out here. Full mariachi band came out, the maracas. It was great.
The Latinos love us, and I've said this for 25 years. I come from a New England Irish family. Everyone's Irish. The whole thing. Mexican and Irish, so similar.
Very similar.
Big families, Catholic, like to drink, big units, always hanging out, blue collar, construction, cops.
So true.
It's very, very similar. That's why it's always funny to me when I meet New Englanders who are like, these Mexicans. I'm like, they're us.
They're us.
There's no difference.
Yes.
It's like hardworking, blue-collar, Catholic, drinking families who just want to hang out with family and tell stories and drink beer and be cops.
There
What's
you
the
go.
difference?
What's the difference?
It's like no two groups that are as similar as the Irish and Mexicans.
I think you got something here.
Yeah, but it's not funny.
You can make that funny.
Maybe I can make it funny. Hey, fuck it, I boil my taco. I don't know why I did it Italian. But, oh, jeez. Boil my taco's funny.
Boil my taco, yeah, I guess. I had cactus over there.
You ate a cactus?
We ate pancreas. Yeah, I had cactus, and I'll tell you, when it comes out, you feel the cacti.
Chez Louis?
Uh-huh.
We ate pancreas. I got a quick thing. Can I tell you a quick
Please.
thing? Because I want to hear the full Mexican story.
that
And
needs-
that's
needs
going to
20.
need 20 minutes. I mean, we got 2 minutes left.
I'm doing 20.
Wait, so when do we record again? Next week?
Yeah.
All right, we got to go straight into Mexico.
We'll go right to the border.
Oh, Mexico.
It's open.
Because I got a quick speaking of open, I got a quick 2-minute thing. I want to get your feelings. I know your feelings, but I want to hear it from you.
Hit me in the feels.
Went to the Open, the U.S. Open on
Ooh-wee.
whatever day, Thursday. And, Sarah was like, I'll come. We'll bring the baby. We can watch the infield. And then you look at the ticket prices. You're like, I'm not paying an extra $300 so you can watch on TV.
Good point.
That's
And the
crazy.
baby.
Yeah. So I go out there and I go, I'm buying a nice ticket, Louis Armstrong Stadium, New Orleans. I buy a ticket, behind the baseline. Expensive ticket, but nice. Go there. I like going to things by myself. I get my taco, my nachos, my burrito, my potato. I got all Mexican Irish.
Yes.
Walk down to my seat. And it's like I'm like Costanza. I just keep going and going and going. I got a real nice seat. I sit down.
She's a BL.
I got this guy. I have the aisle, which I love the aisle, so I can piss, whatever. Put my feet out.
And is this Forest Hills?
No, it's in Flushing.
Oh, Flushing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Used to be in Forest Hills.
Gotcha.
So he's in his seat like this, and the seats are narrower than this. He's got his elbow. He's on the phone like this.
Oh,
the
boy.
match is going on. We're in like the
Wow.
fifth row. He's like, yeah, so I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell. Give me 2 NQRs.
my God.
I'll go to LPQ and get a bread, the cookie
Oh.
joint. And his elbow is taking up my seat. So I go, I got all my food. I go, hey, I'm here. And he goes, how's that?
Oh.
And I go, oh, this is my seat. And I'm trying to be quiet and duck. There's like action going. I'm like, this is my seat. And he goes,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, you can sit here. And still on the phone with whoever. He goes, you can sit here if you share fries. This guy loves fries. You got to share those fries.
Oh.
Which I want to do as a bit, but I already did it with the pizza and the elevator guy.
Right.
I hate this sense of humor. Hey, you got to give us some fries.
I hate that.
And I know I'm just doing a bit from my last special, but I'm like, how am I supposed to react to that?
I know. Yeah, exactly.
So I just go like this. No.
Yeah.
I go, hey, at this. I try to yes and be fun. I go, at these prices, no way. And he's
All right,
like,
that's
all
pretty
right,
good.
hey, come on. But he wants the fries. And also, like, I can sit here because it's my seat.
Yes.
I'm not just taking someone's seat.
I don't like this. I'm the alpha. I'm gracing you with this seat. No, I paid for the fucking seat and the fries, you chooch.
So then I sit down. He hangs up the phone and he goes, fries are looking good today. This guy, he might just eat your fries. You look the other way. And this guy's like, Jerry, what are you doing? I don't want to be part of this.
Oh, they do know each
They're
other.
friends.
Okay.
But he's like, this guy with the fries. And I go, yeah, the fries. And then you have this thing where it's like, now to him, I'm like an asshole.
Right.
Like he's like, look at this fucking guy. This guy's not fun.
You're the
But
wet
I'm like,
blanket.
I'm just trying to watch tennis.
Yes.
I want to sit here, watch tennis, eat my fries.
Yes.
And now I got to be like, ho, ho, ho.
Exactly.
And there's nothing I can do to win with this guy.
No. Yeah, and you want to go, I'm way more fun than you, but you don't know because you've taken over with your bullshit fry jokes.
Yeah, you just think the fry guy, and he goes, yeah, and he said something about the fries. He goes, someone else walked down the aisle. You'll have to get up, and he goes, hey, how about those fries? You got to share the fries. And I'm like, you're just the fry guy? This is what you're one bit?
That's all you got. And you don't want to give him too much because he'll never stop.
Right.
So that's the other angle.
So you got to make it clear. And he thinks I'm special needs or whatever, or LPQ, because I'm just sitting there by myself eating a burger.
Right, with
and
glasses.
now you feel like a dork. Like I'm like this
Yes.
nerd guy who's like, but really, and you want to be like, oh, there's Louis C.K. calling me, asking my opinions on
Right.
things, but you can't do it. And you just
Can't
want to be
do
like,
it.
I'm on Rogue. Like it's like the landlord guy.
I know. I used to have that with women when I was single. They'd be like, so can I buy you a drink? She'd be like, ew. And I'm like, ew, look at these women I fuck. Fuck you. Look what the TV show I've been on. I'll kill you. But you got to go, all right, whatever. And it's almost like you're Clark Kent. He's got to go through life, be the nerd, be the fumbling guy with the glasses and the suit. And then that night, you're like, I'm crashing through your door, whore.
Exactly. But then even then, after the show, they're like, you're such a funny, retarded nerd. And you're like, anyways, I'm blowing this fat asshole. And you're like, okay, take care. Go
Exactly.
All right, we got to wrap up. Rupert, did you record it?
Yeah.
We got the audio. All right, we'll call in. We had to call Dolby last week to get the sound fixed, but sure, we're fine.
This is a classic. What's coming up? It's 9/18. Is that what it is? I have no idea what
That's
day
my
it is.
birthday. 9/18.
Happy birthday.
Hey, big
40
41.
40 wonderful.
Hey, I'll take it.
Um,
That's a lot of text.
Oh, God, I'm scared to look. Oh, my God. Salacuse, Sarah, Chuck. Oh, God, he's giving us stuff we have to do. All right, anyways, by the way, we're doing comedy. Philadelphia, October 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Whoa.
Helium, Philadelphia. Get those tickets. Those early shows will sell out. Hopefully we can sell out those late shows also. Come to that. Royal Oak, Michigan, October 17, 18, and 19. October 10th, my movie is premiering at Cinema Village East Cinema, October 10th. We're going to do a Q&A with Ron Bennington afterwards. Tom Dustin will be there. We're going to have Tom's name and lights. It's going to be exciting. October 10th. Get those tickets on Punch Up Live.
Here, here.
And that's going to be fun. And, of course, November 9th, the big one, Town Hall. You can get all these tickets on Punch Up. November 9th. And shooting a new special, October 27th in Chi-Town at Zany. Oh, and October 24th to the 26th, Madison, warming up. I'm going to do 5 shows at Comedy on State, warm up for that thing.
Beautiful.
And then the 27th will be the special. So big things coming. A movie premiere, taping a new special, Madison, Town Hall. It's a crazy couple months. So please come out. My rent, I can't afford it.
Wow.
Yeah, and join the Patreon, please.
Boy,
for the love of
your
Christ.
agent must be blowing. Movie, special. I mean, what is this, 4th special in 4 years? I mean, this is unprecedented.
It's exciting. There's no precedent.
No precedent. I'm coming all over your face. I got Chicago Theater with Larry David as co-headlining. That's coming up. I'm in Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Portland, Oregon. Doing some Dr. Phil stuff in December in Phoenix. MarkNormanComedy.com. Go to Punch Up. Check us out. Give us a goog. Feel up your dad, and yeah, I think that's it.
Rupert, you want to plug something?
Get on the Patreon.
Yeah, check out my podcast, Reviewing History. We watch movies based on true stories, and we make a lot of gay jokes. So,
Hey!
yeah, we
I
tell you
love
what's
that.
really
That sounds
fake in
right
it.
up my asshole.
Right up my anal.
All right, that was fun. George is saying, cut it. We got work to do. Mark's going to catch a train. Thank you. God bless you. Comment.
No
tweet,
one wants
whatever
to
the fuck.
be themselves.